I'm your host, Scar. Joining me, Sheridan, who has a Twitter now.
At Pterodactyls.
Weird
Follow me
World.
for important Genesis 3 news.
Are you going to keep using it after Genesis?
Who knows?
Yes.
Depends on how much
Tafokintss.
validation I get.
What is
Yes.
up?
Hopefully you get a ton. Everybody tweet at Pterodactyls and say, what is up? We
please
love
don't.
you.
We
Can
don't have to
everybody hear
put
me? What's going
S2J
on?
Falcon on the stream overlay anymore.
That's right.
Oh, my God.
I can hear an
Oh.
echo. We are live and
Yes.
blasting.
What's up to everybody here? Sorry if we're super loud. Continue to play your friendlies. Tafo, Juggleguy. What's up with it? Somebody tell me the agenda because we want to talk about the Big House 5.
I don't know what the agenda is. I outsourced that task to Sheridan
Well,
this time.
We've got 50 minutes until Phase 2 of pool starts, which is the top 256. But first, let's spend a couple minutes talking about crews. So, was the results a surprise to anybody?
Nope.
I don't know if I would say it that quickly. Slightly. I mean, the big story about crews is the people who couldn't make it out here.
Right.
So, we had a slightly weaker NorCal crew and I think a, slightly weaker Europe crew. Although
Yeah.
I was impressed with Weedle, if you're in the room. I really like your tag and I like your peach.
No, you don't.
I did. Watch my commentary.
Okay.
I said very nice things.
He took
I'm working on it, dude. I'm
really
getting
wish,
nicer.
I really wish Midwest would have taken it, of course.
Of course.
That was my favorite one to watch of the whole thing.
All of Europe's crew battles.
Yeah.
One stock, two stock. I just want to watch them all again.
And Weedle took off 3 stocks off of a combination of Lucky and Mango.
And Mango. So, yeah, he held it down. I think if Leffram was there, it would have been a totally different strategy, a totally different crew battle. We talked a bit about it afterwards. I interviewed Mango and Hugs, so you can check that out on BG Bootcamp. But
Now the question is, would Hugs have put in Johnny instead of himself?
probably not. And you know what? I think that he said that he was most scared about having S2J in the case that they did have Leffen. Because if you think about that lineup, it's like Fox from Ice.
Fox.
Yeah, and so having a
Is
having a
it
Captain
really
Falcon,
that big of a problem for Johnny, though? I mean,
it's volatile, right? It's a risk.
Sure.
It's a big gamble.
yeah.
I think in 2009, Falcons could take 12 stocks and cruise. I think nowadays,
Falcon's not a good crew character anymore.
yeah, I think he's not as good as he used to
Peach
be.
and Samus
Yeah.
can just trade. That's
Yeah.
what they did for Armada, right?
Yeah,
They
I think that was a
decided
good call.
It's not going to be Mango to go into Armada.
Yeah.
It's going to be Hugs trading stocks. It's going to be MACD trading stocks. That was
He was
Really
carrying
interesting
lots of
strategy.
Falcons
Duck,
too.
Duck
so.
was doing a good job trading
Exactly.
stocks.
Same thing.
Generally,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. So he only took 2 stocks in that crew battle, but they were the 2 most important stocks.
So the results were SoCal in first, excellent performance. Second was Europe, tied for third. Was it Midwest and NorCal? Is that correct?
Midwest
Midwest
and
and
Canada.
Canada.
Yes. NorCal losing to Canada in
Cut
a
to Kage.
devastating. Yeah.
I feel
NorCal
like
lost to Kage.
NorCal made all the right decisions with respect to putting in players. As you can see from my shirt, the West Coast result at MLG 2014 speaks from my resume, and certain nameless players just dropped the ball at the end.
Why are they nameless? put
You
them
know,
on blast.
just kind of once you get
Shroom
just
got
utterly
Shroom-
eviscerated.
Shroom got obliterated.
Yeah.
Let's
Sorry,
think of
Dewan.
more adjectives to.
This kid got demolished.
This kid.
I love this kid,
Yeah.
He got trunched.
but yeah.
Trunched.
So that was Cruise. Ton of fun. Please go watch the VODs if you haven't seen them.
And what I liked about it is it highlighted top level play on day 1.
Yeah, we talked a lot about that.
Oh, okay. We can move on.
No. I mean, at the venue.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about
day
it
ones
here.
are boring as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Usually
you got to
at-
get
at-
something
at
exciting.
majors. It's singles, pools, okay. Mango
Yeah.
versus opponent, 8 stock.
And you get matches that are it's top player matches, but it's not as much pressure. They don't feel the need to kind of put out their A game necessarily, and everybody gets to see these top level matches without kind of as much pressure for the players, so they feel a little more
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think good point by Tafokintss, and I think that we should keep doing things like that at super majors.
Yeah.
Think about what we can do on day 1 to engage everybody.
So-
and of course, it's exciting for the people here because we all play on day 1, right? But for the viewers at home, having crews was awesome.
Where does this rank for you guys in terms of all-time crew battle events?
I think
wasn't in
it
any
was
of the
it was a
crews.
nice format, being able to just get all of them done and keeping the crews down to 5 people.
Yeah.
It makes it so that you're generally getting the top layer.
Yeah, cream of the crop.
Right. If you look at if Midwest had to go 10v10 against
Oh,
Europe,
stop it.
that would have been. I
Hey,
mean,
you may have been on the crew.
Oh, in your example, Midwest would have won 10v10. 'Cause
okay. Well.
who's here in Europe?
Okay.
after
All right.
The top?
Well, whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say NorCal.
Bad example.
NorCal versus Canada 10v10
Okay.
would be different.
Yeah.
I agree.
So anyway, I think it was I think it was sick. I don't know. I think in the old days, crews were just a little bit more. We did them more often, so there was more of a storyline, right? I feel like now crews are kind of like out of nowhere ish, and like the regional pride, I'm not sure is as strong as it used to be. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I think it's still strong, but you have to have everybody there. You can't have crew battles at
Yes.
a regional
Right.
and try to have everybody in the country.
For
Have
sure.
to have Europe. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, and there's no matter what, you're always going to have some top people missing from their respective crew.
Yeah.
And kind of doing the cruise in a little bit of like a low pressure environment, I think makes it people still able to have fun and not have to take it as seriously.
Yeah.
Coming up after this, of course, is round 2, wave 2,
Phase
segment
2.
Phase 2.
Phase 2 pools. I'd love to hear what the big matches are that are coming up, and what are the pivotal points in the bracket that are going to kind of determine.
Do you want to have a little bit of discussion about teams before we move on to that?
Oh, yeah. Let's backtrack. Teams.
Fine.
So, first
Teams.
tournament loss ever for Hungrybox and Mewtwo King.
Apparently,
true?
they
Is
lost,
that true?
apparently they lost a set.
Yes,
What?
that's
They've
the
lost a
first-
set before, though, right?
How is that true? They've
Yeah.
never lost.
They've-
Michigan and Hungry Box have never lost a doubles tournament that
yes,
they entered.
that is correct.
What?
Spilled water.
There's been a lot of Game 5 situations in Grand Finals set 2, but
SVAC
they have
PPU.
never dropped the tournament.
What was the set count for grand finals?
3-1.
Do you know what happened in winners finals? They got trunched. Mewtwo King Hungry Box.
I didn't see winners
You guys
finals.
got wrecked. You guys got ultra wrecked. Oh my god. Armada Android looking scary.
Yeah. And I would say MVP of the last game of Grand Finals is definitely Android. For sure.
He's a team specialist, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the only team specialist in Melee right now?
No.
I mean, I think arguably
very rare.
Alan is
Okay,
He's
Alan-
quite good at singles, but it's two
Allen,
tiers above
DOH, G
in-
Money, or
yeah.
kind of along the same lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Alan and Shroom got third today,
Yeah.
which is really impressive.
Yeah.
We got to talk about Javi and Bladewise.
Sure. Yeah. Please do.
Okay. Wait.
first time they teamed.
But a little bit of controversy about that
Okay,
team.
Yep. Yes.
So, Robin, would you go ahead and explain?
So we had some miscommunication about whether you can team with a level 9 CPU or not if your teammate bails on you. I said no. Some of my other staff said yes. Long story short, Bladewise got to team with a level 9 CPU on day 1 because Javi's flight got in mid-afternoon. And Bladewise made it out of his doubles pool with level 9 CPU.
Yeah.
He dropped out a Wii U to summon his energy
Now,
and channel it into that team's pool.
I believe he picked Ganondorf for his level 9 partner, which is the correct choice.
Ganondorf or Luigi?
Luigi,
I've heard
yes.
both of them.
The only problem is if you can't stop a 2-on-1 on the Luigi, then he just forward Bs to try to recover the whole time. He's down at the bottom of the
Yeah.
battlefield, forward being.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, Ganondorf.
Why doesn't Luigi up B? Why,
I
Peter
don't
Luigi?
know.
Why?
It's bizarre
That's crazy,
programming oversight.
Crazy.
Iwata can't do everything, It's
True.
just, so, yeah. I
What were
think
the results for teams? So we talked about 1, 2, 3, 4. Who tied for 5th?
MacD, no. MacD and Wizard got 7th.
Mm-hmm.
I think Reno and Lucky were one of the 5th place teams. The
And
other,
grab and go,
Grab and Go.
or 5th. So, unfortunately, Leffen didn't show up, so we didn't have Ice Leffen.
Yeah.
And
And
PewFat
SFAT Pew Pew. Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
happen.
But we had another NorCal team take 3rd place, which is what they often get. So, NorCal loves their teams.
Should we move on to singles?
Let's do it.
I'm on my phone because I'm orchestrating some matches later on. I got some
so
yeses.
gracious,
Got
always
some,
working.
Got some yeses.
Always
from-
working for the
I think
community.
we're going to have
Scar.
some amazing
We're so
matches.
lucky to have you.
Thanks, Sheridan.
Are you gonna be the hype man for that?
I think I'm on the mic. I think I'm backstage. We're
Okay.
gonna get somebody else to be the hype man.
Because
Get Blur.
no, at CEO, Hugo did it, and that was like the worst hype man I've ever seen.
Why did Hugo ended up being the MC?
I think he was the closest one to the mic, and they just gave it to him.
He's probably dressed nicely, and they were like, "All right, this
Yeah.
guy looks like he could do a good job."
No, it was awful. Never again.
Sorry, Hugo.
Should we talk about singles?
Let's
No.
do it.
Wait, why?
We should. I have to play. I have to play
Here we go.
Gatsu. That's probably what
Uh-oh.
is on everyone's mind.
Is that your round one?
Who's gonna win Scar and Gatsu?
Well, let's take it
The
a
real
step
question in Big House 5.
back. Day one upsets. There weren't many of them, but there were upsets.
Tell me.
The Drugged Fox lost to Ginger
He did.
Ginger.
2-0.
I don't know who Ginger is, other than the first cat I ever had when I was a kid. And,
Okay.
yeah.
He's a pretty good Michigan player. All right.
Pretty
Right.
good.
Pretty damn good. To say that I thought he would have a chance for his Drug Fox, I would be lying.
Yeah.
But
What was the character matchup? Do you know?
He's pretty good.
This is Falco.
It was game one was Falco Sheik. I heard there were some SD shenanigans. And then I don't think Sammy was really confident in the Sheik, so he went Fox. But fortunately for Ginger, he plays KJH all the time. And so once he saw the cursor switch to Fox, he was like, I got this. And he did. He won.
Wow.
Sorry, Drug Fox. We've got that losers bracket though.
Yeah, but there's a potential upset round two.
Tell me.
Because he will play the loser of Swedish Delight and Gar, who are both phenomenal at Sheik Dittos. So this is where the roles reverse, and he could be the one getting chain grabbed.
You get double upset out of the tournament.
And Gar actually defeated Drug Fox at I'm Not Yelling earlier this year. So for you guys that spent $120 or $140 on Drug Fox, I believe it's $120 on
I think it was
fantasy.
120. Yeah.
You guys might all lose. I'm sorry. Spending $120 on 129th place is not going to cut it.
Ooh.
Who are the most value picks? I heard Ryan Ford was like $40.
Ryan Ford
he
was
was
$50.
50.
He should have been on everybody's team.
Scar was 50.
I was $10.
No brainer.
I was not a value
$10.
You're
pick.
10 bucks.
$10 because your team apparently did not seed me at the beginning, and they just made everybody else who was unseeded $10.
My team.
Yeah.
So I'm worth
not.
more than Ryan Ford and Dr.Z put together. How's that happen?
Yeah.
Oh well. Projected brackets.
Yeah. What are the big matches coming up?
Well, it's a little confusing between Phase 2 and Top 64 bracket, but we can preview the potential Top 64 bracket for you guys. So the format is this: if you're coming from winners in Phase 1, if you win 2 matches today, you are in Top 64 winners.
2 matches.
Yep.
And we do have projected brackets. Do you want to give a loose summary of some things that you find exciting?
Sure. Projected. How far do we want to go?
Just do probably finals,
Just
right?
let's start at
cool.
winners
Cool.
winners round 2, which
Winners
is
round 2.
which is the round of 16.
Wait, these are the projections, right?
32.
Yeah.
So if the favorite wins, then we're going to see Armada versus Javi, Armada versus Westballs today. Is that correct?
No,
No,
this
these are all
is
tomorrow.
the next day.
So
This would all be the next day.
Yeah.
okay. So will Armada and Cactuar play today?
No.
No, they'll play tomorrow.
Maybe.
Because those are the top 2 from winners from today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of Phase 2. Javi
Makes
KK?
perfect sense.
Can KK beat Javi?
I mean, I don't know.
Well, I think Javi's amazing at the Sheik matchup. He
Uh-huh.
defeated Shroomed pretty convincingly at EVO. Kirby Kaze plays Ryan Ford. He has a lot of Fox experience, does well against SFAT. So I think it's going to be a close match, but I would have to give the very slight edge to Javi, but I think this is almost 50-50.
I think so too, because Javi's just a different kind of Fox than most others, and I don't know how much Ryan Ford practice translates to fighting Javi.
That's true.
So I'll give it to him.
I know KK's been wanting to play him too.
Very cool.
And I don't think that match has ever happened.
Oh, definitely not.
Why don't we look at the
Just because on the
Phase
account
2
of Javi
projected?
not coming
Because it's
very often.
incorrect.
because we only have a certain amount of time, so we want to talk about top 64 as much as possible, I think. I mean, there's
I'm
going to
curious
be
about what's going to happen today.
there are going to be some very tight matches today.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, you're going to beat Gatsu, right?
I don't know. I tweeted it out. I could win the whole tournament, or I could not make it out of round 1 pools. I
So
did make it out of
is
round 1
Gatsu
pools.
today for you?
Yes.
Oh.
First match.
Every time he sees me, he's been like, "Hey, Scar." I'm like, whatever, dude. Whatever, Gatsu.
He's never gotten 6 in a tournament ever. You have that on him.
I hate being here.
All right, but we're not going to have the chance to have this in-depth discussion about the rest of the bracket. So let's look at some of the most exciting matches that are going to be happening most likely on Sunday, starting with the top 16. So here's one that I think will be really interesting to see is SFAT and West Balls.
Yes.
Have they played since that legendary SCR or NCR set?
They have.
West Balls is up, right?
West Balls is up
He's
significantly. Yeah, SFAT just gets trunched by West Balls. He played at an SSS tournament. He tried really hard in grand finals, got destroyed, and it was really sad to watch.
Yeah.
They both played terrible, but West Balls played slightly less terrible.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Playing not terribly is so important.
Didn't SFAT used to lose to bottom tier
He lost.
Falcos?
There was a
I don't wanna say bottom tier.
There were
They're,
identity crisis with SFAT and Falco.
Not SFAT tier Falcos.
Mango, he practiced with Mango nonstop because Mango lived in NorCal for a month at SFAT's place.
Yeah.
And then after that training, we were thinking, oh, okay, he doesn't have an issue with Falcos. Goes to a SoCal local, loses to Matt and Sung and Stab.
Ooh. That's rough.
Plup Lucky, Plup Mewtwo King, both pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I'd like to see both of those.
And Mewtwo King Shroomed. Shroomed has taken 2 sets on Mewtwo King.
For sure.
But he got 3-0'd at, was it Paragon?
It was HTC.
HTC. Okay.
It was a close 3-0.
Okay.
Shroomed had no answer to the Omstotex on the fairs. He could not kill Mewtwo King.
Yep.
Yeah, all of these kind of round 2 tomorrow, not the first game, but the second game are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Even Ice Cold Ball, I would love to see that set.
And
Hungry Box Drug Fox.
I think, and then Ice
Wait, Drug Fox is not there.
Okay, so that
Yeah.
probably be fine.
So I wonder. Ice Hungry Box happened at Apex, and Ice brought out his
the Zelda,
his
right?
Shelda strategy. Yeah.
You think that's viable?
He got really close. Have you seen the matches?
Yes.
He got really
I've watched
close.
it 10 times. It's amazing.
But even,
Yeah.
even Ice's path is really interesting to even get to that point because he has Duck round 1, and I'm actually really excited to see that matchup between Ice and Duck.
It's probably going to go Sheik if he's a smart man.
But the thing is that the Samuses have definitely been stepping up their Sheik game.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Taking
Absolutely.
the likes of KK and Mewtwo King to Game 5s.
Yep.
Hugs has done marvelous work on the West Coast despite being 1-8 lifetime early in the past 2 years against me. And losing a $40 money match to me as well, not too long ago.
Damn.
But they have been stepping up their Samus Sheik game, and Hugo's convinced that it's a very doable matchup now. It's not 7-3 like it was in 2012.
Duck is he's beaten KK at least 3 or 4 times lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And these
really
aren't
good.
bad Sheiks. These are amazing
Yep.
Sheiks.
Yeah.
So
What about Mango Kage? Think Kage can do it? One of my favorite matches of all time is Mango versus Kage at, I think, ROM 2?
I think it was 3.
ROM 3.
One of those. Yeah.
It was a revenge matchup.
So good.
You mean
not the link one. The one where Kage beat
Right,
it.
right.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
ROM 2,
yeah.
I think. ROM 2.
So I was right. Why didn't anybody correct me?
Because I thought you were talking about the Link set where he just spammed
No.
grabs.
And actually, every time I hope that Mango's not listening. Every time I bring it up, he either walks out of the room or stops talking to me. But it's the best rage quit of all time. Literally at 0%, forward B's gets hit by the dumbest down air.
The down air.
The frame, the rage quit
No,
frame
it's so
was
good.
amazing.
He's still in hit stun.
Yeah. And Falcon's expression mirrors what you think Mango looks like at that very moment.
And then S2J Axe. I would love to see any Falcon ever beat Axe. Axe did it the one time at
Do you
Apex
remember
2014.
S2J
Wizzy did it once.
SJ beat Axe at Don't Go Down There, Jeff, some really old tournament, and he shit talked Axe on social media
Oh,
for
yeah.
2 years afterwards. I don't know how serious he was. You know, Johnny's kind of like 90% serious, but not 100%.
Yeah.
He might be less than that.
Next time they played at Apex, it was like a 2 and 3 stock by Axe.
I would expect.
SJ just went on Twitter and was like,
I remember I have a short story. So Bobby had to play Axe at pound 4. It was like, dude, Pikachu sucks. He only does like 4 damage. And then like he goes in and he just gets bodied. Because like the up air leads into more up airs, leads into more damage, leads into getting gimped.
yeah.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
Always find the opportunity to bring Scar down to your level, huh, Tafokintss?
real good story, Tafokintss.
I've never top 8'd a national, and I don't think I ever will.
Doesn't make up for the damage that you did to my heart just now. Also, Mango Axe, always a good set.
Yeah.
I think always a good set. So, yeah, sick winners bracket. We'll see what happens. Are there? So I don't really see before this though, right? If there are any upsets that could happen.
SFAT versus.
I guess we'll figure it out today.
Not today.
We'll figure out any upsets going into that.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
0 for 2, Tafo.
I am 0 for 2.
Try to correct me again, dude.
I hope that's not how my bracket pans out.
Who do you have to play?
I have NyQuil. I have no idea who he is.
He's a puff.
He's a puff
Yeah.
who apparently beat PGH Carroll. No idea. And then I have
Sorry, Carol.
I have Gibson Zero, aka Swift Base.
Yeah.
So if I win those two, then I get into top 64. So for the faithful that drafted me, I will try my best to get into winners and get 33rd.
What did I get seeded? That's the real question. What was my seed overall?
You are one of 2 SSBM ranked players to not get a first seed.
Well, I got second seed. I don't think I earned a first seed, so
No.
whatever.
No.
But second seed, that might even.
Yeah.
be
Yeah, I
generous.
mean, like, actually, if you look at
you
this,
and Gatsu were in the same pool, right?
yeah, but I
just
mean, I
not
could have
playing
been a
until
third seed
today.
today. Nobody. Told
no, actually, if you look at like the second seeds, you have to go kind of far down there to find
Okay, cool.
find all the
Like
second.
a
So I'm
third-
still
Yeah.
a second seed. I was actually thinking recently how much harder pools are now that I'm not a first seed. Like I think it's easy to make it out when you're a first seed.
Well, we had
Relatively
top 4 get out.
much easier.
Well, I mean, to be a third seed, which would mean that you are at
There's
Best
128 people better than
yeah.
you,
Yeah.
which is unlikely.
Yes.
I think there's probably
yes.
128 people in this venue who could beat me. Had some scary sets today or yesterday. Anyway, cool. Predictions: top 5, top 8.
Armada, Mango, Mewtwo King, Big House Mewtwo King, come on.
Big House Mewtwo King.
Big House Mewtwo King.
Hungry Box. I have no idea who's going to get 5 through 8.
I like
Yeah,
how that's the case nowadays.
I mean,
there's no
looking
point.
at
There's
looking
no
at
point.
yeah, I mean looking at quarterfinals, the people that you have to pick from are West Balls, Plup, Ice, Axe. I think Axe is always a solid pick.
Yeah.
For the top of the next tier after the top 6.
I want to ask the people who's going to win. Who's going to be top 8 outside of the 4 stars? Probably safe pick.
Yeah, Rob, make them play out. Make the fifth
We
place
have a
play
new
out.
rule in the rule set. We are doing 5th place tiebreakers.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
And 7th.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Are you? Are you kidding? You trying to melee HD me? Are you serious?
When have you known Rob not to be serious?
He's
the
often
most
serious.
TO. I know.
But I don't think that he lacks the self-respect to add a random triple elimination fork to his beautiful double elimination bracket, unlike some tournament organizers.
We were young, impressionable.
And stupid.
Do you have a copy of your triple limb bracket in
It's on
in
paper.
the archives?
Well, you mean the triple elimination local?
Yeah.
Yeah,
thing
it's
was
somewhere.
a beast.
Yeah.
Didn't
Hey.
like SVAT triple limb shroom?
Yes, and all with different characters. I don't think it was a 9-0. I think he 9-1'd him. Or
You were on the mic. What name did you give to the losers bracket?
I think we call that the Shadow Realm. Yeah. But actually, I've worked out the procedure for N-tuple elimination brackets.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It turns out that
a generalized.
Yeah, it turns
formula.
out that even numbers are better than odd numbers. So the logical thing is, next NorCal biweekly, quadruple
Oh
elimination.
my God.
Not really.
That almost sounds like it could be like Swift
What do you mean?
or
Swiss.
Swiss.
Thinking
I
about
mean,
those
yeah.
bracket
Eventually, like the results kind of mirror Swiss.
Yeah.
You know who also ran top 8 triple limb? MLG. MLG Vegas did
MLG
it.
does the weirdest formats.
Can we
Like,
stop talking about tournament TO stuff?
Okay.
No, half the people don't
predictions.
care.
You're right.
Predictions,
You're right.
predictions.
Okay. Predictions.
5 through 8. I'm just saying names. Axe,
Yeah.
Plup,
Yes.
Ice.
Good pick.
West balls.
Good pick. They're all staples.
I'm gonna say. No. See, I want to look at the bracket, but
Yeah,
I don't.
I know.
I'll say West Balls. If
Yeah.
I'm just gonna pick 4 players, not looking at the bracket.
Other
Yeah.
players who could definitely do it include Shroomed. I would love to see SFAT in the top 8. It's been a long time.
I think he's like
Mid-ninth
Mr.
place
Ninth
master.
place
Yeah.
with PPU.
Honestly, I think Callball's a good pick
Yep.
to break into top 8
Yep.
because he was on a slump for a long
Yep.
time. He couldn't do the Fox Ditto. His last few tournaments, he's really been bringing
Looks
it
like he's
back.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my picks for the bottom half of top 8, Ice, Axe, Westball's Koval. I think he's going to knock out Plup in that 9th place matchup. They play a lot. It's unfortunate when you have like 2 people from the same region like knock out to get into top 8. So those 4 will be my 5th and 7th place players. I'm not sure of what order. And then I think Armada is going to win this because I think his greatest kryptonite, Leffen not being here, is huge. And then Mango. And then Hungrybox and then Mewtwo King. I think the Paragon incident required everything to go into Mewtwo King's favor for him to beat Hungrybox.
Uh-huh.
And once in a while, he does do those epic comebacks. He did that to Armada at Skate 3. But I don't think it's really normative. We saw like a fat win streak from Hungrybox, and I don't know if that's repeatable from Mewtwo King.
Yeah, I'm going with you. I think it's going to be Armada Mango, and then I'm going to take Hungrybox over Mewtwo King.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The only one who has faith in Big House MTK.
I just think, Hungrybox.
They go on streaks.
They do.
Hungrybox wins 10 in a row. Mewtwo King goes Return of the King mode and wins like 8 in a row. And now Mewtwo King just won the last set. So he's going to win like 8 in a row again against Hungrybox. That's just a fact.
Stands to reason.
That's a fact of their rivalry.
Yeah, we were
true.
looking at it last night.
Yeah.
And then for 5th place, I'm gonna go West Balls, and I'm gonna go. Of course, I don't know exactly how they match up, but
Sure.
my other pick is gonna be Ice,
Okay.
and then 7th, I'm just gonna do the boring pick and Plup and Axe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Very reasonable.
Very reasonable. Very safe.
That's my style. Bobby,
I have to ask the people.
you have to ask the people. You're a man of the people.
I want to know who the people think will win Melee. Will Hungrybox? Show of hands, because I can count hands. Hungrybox? So very few. Mewtwo King. Ooh. Okay.
Whoa.
We've got
Mewtwo King.
percentage. I say 10%.
Yeah.
Armada. It's a bad tongue roll.
That's a lot of people.
Wow.
That's a lot of people.
Which means, who thinks that C9 Mango will win the big house? Oh, actually, it's pretty close. Okay, pretty close. I think by show of hands, toss up Armada and Mango, with Mewtwo King coming in 3rd.
Now, here's what I want to know from you guys. What is the matchup going to be? Is it going to be... Is Armada going to go
about
Fox
characters?
the whole way against Mango?
That's a good question.
I say no. His Peach is extremely useful against Mango in certain situations.
Yep.
It's just like the FD Peach counter pick. Mango does not have an answer for that right now.
Super strong.
He's tried Falcon the last couple tournaments. It hasn't worked out. There's rumors of maybe a Marth brewing. That's going to be interesting. Maybe even I don't know. But Armada Peach on FD is something that
big
Mango's
counter
going to
pick.
have to figure out.
Yep.
And I think the wise move in the double blind situation is for Armada to go Peach, because he does well against Mango's Fox and will definitely trench the Falco. But if he goes Fox and Mango decides to outsmart him and go Falco, that is disastrous
Yeah.
Armada.
I mean,
this is like a prisoner's dilemma problem for the double blind. It's going to be so interesting.
Yeah. Mango doesn't strike me as the kind of person to walk in and ask for a double blind, though.
Yeah.
Even though it might be to his advantage.
What about, would Armada be, would he ask for a double blind? Is it in his best interest?
Yes.
So you could have Armada do it,
That's true.
and you only need one player.
That's
to,
right.
To request.
That's right. When was the last time we've seen Mango's Falco and Armada's Fox? I know we saw it at I'm Not Yelling, and Mango looked pretty convincing there, but have we seen it since?
I'm not sure how what the Fox matchups played out. The set he won was because he won the Fox Citadel game 1, and it gave him the counter pick edge the rest of the set. Every time Mango has lost game 1 in 2015, he has lost the set. All 5 of them, I believe.
Wow. Okay.
So usually what happens is if Mango wins game 1, then Armada can go Dreamland, and that Peach is going to be really daunting for both his Fox and Falco. Or he can play Fox Citadels there. And he also has the FD counter pick. So those are like 2 basically shoo-in matchups for Armada. So if Mango falls behind, he's not winning.
I see. So basically, what you're saying is we're basically kind of giving it to Armada on his counter picks, and Mango's just got to win. He's got to win game 1 and his counter picks,
Yes.
which are probably not as convincing as Armada's counter picks.
Correct.
Yeah.
So let's say all the matchups work out, in the favor of the counter picker. Give me a percentage for Mango versus Armada.
I think it's 30-70.
Okay.
What is that based off of?
You just look at this year. You look at their win-loss ratios. Armada has had a huge edge on Mango, and
Like
just
7-3 huge?
It's 6-2 this year.
Yeah.
And he has to win a Fox Citadel, which he's not honestly the favorite at. And he has to win the 2 counter picks on his end. Like, he might be a slight favorite at, but he has to win both of them. And so when you combine all those percentages, I think it's anywhere from 30 to 35%.
Okay. So that's for an individual set.
Yeah.
And if Mango's got to win 2 sets, that's approximately 91% chance for Armada, I think.
Yeah. And then there's an odd chance that Muchi King beats Armada, right? Okay, we're all very not confident. My strat for Muti King actually against Armada, I'm not sure if it's like worth value if he switches characters every game. Because
We
when he
looked
goes
at this last night.
when he goes Fox 1 game, he wins, and in the next game Armada figures it out. But he needs an adjustment period to figure out what Muti King's tendencies are. And so if he's constantly rotating between Sheik's, Fox, and Marth, I think he can do it.
It's pretty interesting. I feel like Muji King definitely kind of plays his game. He's not super bendy, right? I feel like he doesn't change what he does all too much. So that is an interesting idea.
And I don't know if have we really seen Mewtwo King, I think, use the full complement of his characters to his advantage, though? It seems like it's kind of, I don't know if he goes in with that plan, though. He just kind of feels it out game 1 and then reacts to that. It's less about coming in with the character strategy, though.
Yep.
But I think it would be interesting if he actually started, coming in with a plan like that.
Yeah.
Well, he is a guy that relies solely on stage and character matchups. So if he sees Peach, Yoshi's, he has a set plan. Stadium, Fox, he has a matchup.
Right. But when you're being counterpicked, you have to pick your character in reaction to the stage, and then the counterpicker gets their character in reaction. So he's mostly going to be picking it on the stage first, and then what he thinks Armada wants to pick there.
I think Armada should never stray away from Peach in that matchup. Like, you can just get foxed, and Muti King is known for trunching foxes. Like, you don't want that risk happening. I don't think Armada is going to deviate from Peach at all against Muti King.
Right. I agree.
So there you have it. Big house, singles bracket. We're getting super far ahead of ourselves. We're going to have phase 2 tonight from 5 o'clock until, I guess, 9. And then at 9, we're going to do some exhibitions. I believe that we have some excellent matches.
Can you tell us, Scar?
When Scar makes that face.
No, absolutely not. I guess I could. I don't know. What do you think, Rob?
We'll confirm them first.
I confirmed a couple of them. I done
give us a little taste.
Here's the problem.
The people want a taste.
Here's the problem.
You're going to give the people what they want?
When you hear this kind of discussion,
give people a taste.
When you hear this discussion, everybody thinks Apex salty sweet expectations, and we can't have that.
It
We're not-
doesn't
we're-
have to be like that,
We're not
Rob.
gonna have that.
Depends on how we talk about it, right? If we talk about it like it's a super big thing, then that's what people will think.
Right.
We have an age-old beef that will be settled in a 3 out of 5. It is a West Coast, East Coast beef. We have a retired, semi-retired warrior who will be money matching somebody tonight in a 3 out of 5. I don't know what else. We're gonna have some Falcon Dittos.
You have to.
For the Falcon.
You always
yeah,
have
for
to.
the Falcon
Dittos.
hate group.
There's no exhibition hour without a Falcon Ditto.
Yeah. Yeah. And then probably some comic relief in there.
Arguments over notable player lists.
I think it's going to be really good. There
Well,
you
that
have
sounds
it.
awesome. Can't
So
wait.
those are at least 4 matches, and I think there's another one. There's somebody who, one of the gods who's here who didn't enter singles, may or may not play.
Oh.
I think that he's
Whoa.
not super interested in it, but we're going to see if the people can convince him to play for us in a low-stakes match. Thanks, Spencer. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Tweet at
I just saw
PPMD
that.
and say, please play tonight at 9.
I
I don't know.
If that's what you want, you should ask. Ask and you shall receive, Sheridan. What's the worst that can happen? He says no.
No,
Well,
for a fact
I
that
mean-
he's played some friendlies this weekend, so it's not like he left his controller at home. We'll see.
All right. So, what's the stream schedule like? Is everything going to be on
Yeah, what's gonna be
VGBC
on what?
or what's
Starting at 5, we're going to do melee singles again. We're cutting down from 256 down to 64 players.
Yep.
That is going to be amazing. Matches that were supposed to be winners finals of the previous pool get played
Yeah.
out in the first round, like Scar versus Skatsu.
Correct.
And then at 9 o'clock, we're going to go to an exhibition hour of sorts.
Okay. And are we going to have 2 streams up for melee
2
singles?
streams from 5 to 9, melee singles. It's going to be fun.
All right. Sounds good.
And then tomorrow, what do we do tomorrow?
Top 64.
Tomorrow
I think that
is
starts at 11, right?
Melee top 64, Wii U top 32 tomorrow. Starts at 11.
And then-
there's going to be 3 streams all the way up till 4-ish, and then we'll transition to the top 8s.
And I think we're going to have Melee Analyst Desk going at the same time
Yep.
as Wii U Top 8.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Yeah. Melee Analyst Desk featuring this guy, Cactuar, PPMD,
Oh.
and I think we want a rotating guest as the 4th person.
Very cool.
Beautiful.
Same time as Wii U top 8. So I think that'll be a pretty good way to separate some of the stream viewers, get a little less toxicity in there.
Absolutely.
Hopefully,
Did I
hopefully
pronounce
it's-
that right? Toxicity?
Sure.
Okay. That's a hard
Yeah.
word to say.
Yeah. I don't like that one.
I don't like it.
I don't like statistics either.
Statistics is
Just
way
go with
easier.
just go with, no way, dude.
Toxicity?
Toxicity.
Say
yeah.
that. Toxicity?
Toxicity.
Statistics is way easier.
No way,
to say.
dude.
Yes.
All right. No. Just go with stats. You don't need statistics.
That's true.
Why would you ever
Oh,
say
okay.
TAFO statistics?
Oh, yeah. That
Tafo's
sounds
tats.
I feel so alone. I feel so alone sometimes. You guys are nerding out hella hard.
This is where you need Toph, man.
Yeah, yes. Who was not invited on the program. Sorry, Toph. He was begging.
Dude, we should have
was
a
not.
we should have a Photoshop picture of Toph hanging and loose. Did you
That
guys
would
see
be
that
pretty
one
good.
photo of S2J just looking over the SoCal crew?
No, but I would love to see it on Twitter.
Somebody photoshopped S2J's face looking over SoCal.
Dude, Hugs took a lot of stocks. We can't make fun of him.
But how crazy would this place have gone for Johnny?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Depends on the performance, dude.
Yeah.
Alrighty, what time is it?
Should wrap up.
It is 4:47.
Yeah, we got to wrap up.
So that was
Let's do
it
it.
for us. It was another episode of Mail It On Me live at the Big House 5.
Season 7, Episode 1.
How far we've come. Mostly
Yes.
together.
Most shows don't get 7 seasons.
It's true. Thank you all for watching. Please stay tuned for Melee Singles, which will take us through the rest of the night. And tomorrow's going to be amazing.
Until
One
the
of- one of the-
exhibition's at 9 o'clock.
Yep. And I mean, we're gonna have another super major crown, right? This is like we just talked about the Super Bowl rings. This is like a gigantic Super Bowl ring. So basically 3 of them in per year.
Stick with it.
Indeed.
Yes.
Can people hear you?
Okay.
Well, we're listening to you with Spencer's
I missed
telling
the-
us a
I
story.
missed- I
We're
missed
just
the
all gonna
SJ
sit there and
Falcon.
stare.
Where's the SJ
You miss
Falcon
SJ
Twitter?
Falcon? Well, unfortunately, Johnny, I'm sorry to steal some of your followers, but now you can actually follow me in real life at Pterodactyls with important Genesis 3 updates.
I'm Scar, at Bobby Scar. You can follow me for random musings, and you can ask me questions and stuff like that. I'll see you on the Scar and Toph show on Monday.
This Monday? Wow.
Yeah, are you coming, Spencer? You got me, dude. I'm not trying to have that boom mic again.
And follow me at Tafokintss. If you have questions about the top 8 at Big House 5, tweet at me.
And finally,
The man himself.
You don't have to
Follow
wait
me
for it.
at Juggleguy. Not going to be tweeting much this weekend.
unless you get upset about another
Actually,
tournament.
no.
In which case, your Twitter
the
blows
number
up.
of tweets that I do this weekend will be indicative of how the tournament is running. So hope for more tweets.
Yeah.
But you
That
gotta.
means it's going to be smooth.
Have you seen that? There's one Twitter account, I forget who showed me it, but it's like Responsible Smasher or something
It's
like
so
that.
amazing. Responsible Smasher is incredible. Everybody needs to follow that Twitter account.
I almost feel like he reads certain
Yeah.
top players' feeds
No.
and writes.
Absolutely. Yeah,
He-
absolutely.
He only follows certain top players. He sees the feed and he reacts.
And he's read all
He's got the reactionary tweet lined up. Boom. Done.
It's
Is
masterful.
there an underscore or something?
I don't know. I don't need. That's just kind of a description of what it is. Okay, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Responsible
I put an underscore and it
Smasher?
worked.
Okay.
It's so funny.
All right. I'm out.
All right.
We out.
And so is everybody else.
Yeah.
All right, thanks again. We'll see
Thanks,
you later.
everybody.
Farewell.